Hello and welcome back to
Watching Twin Peaks for the first time. Heck yeah.
I'm Wade Bradford.
And I'm Mackenzie.
My daughter Mackenzie Bradford. And we are watching Twin Peaks for the first time. She's watching Twin Peaks for the first time. She's watched, if you are, by the way, if you're watching this,
Go away.
This is a deep track. No, don't go away.
No, don't go away.
If you haven't seen Twin Peaks stuff,
wrong statement.
Then go back and watch Twin Peaks, and then come and watch our commentary on it.
If you want.
But these are some deep cuts, some deep tracks, because we're looking at the missing pieces. We watched the missing pieces talking about Agent Desmond.
Yes.
And now we're going to keep watching some. I thought that there was a dozen. And we were almost done.
There's absolutely a lot. Not. So there's 41.
Let's get back to before we get back to watching. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about Philip Jeffries.
Yes, I agree.
So and process the difference between the Philip Jeffries scene in Fire Walk with Me versus the missing pieces scene. So what do you remember about Philip Jeffries? David Bowie.
Okay, cool.
As soon Mackenzie saw David Bowie from a distance. He's walking down the hall, and she's like, "That's David Bowie."
David Bowie.
Why is he in Twin Peaks?
It's like the first descript person in this whole movie.
So the David Bowie scene in Fire Walk with Me, the way it's originally done, what did you think was going on? What did you think it meant?
I feel like I think we talked about this in the last one, but I felt like he is actually in a lodge-like area, maybe the White Lodge.
No, but this is what you thought when you first watched Fire Walk with Me?
I first watched it. No, I was like, what's this guy doing here? Why is David Bowie here? I can't hear him talking. He's probably telling me something kind of important, but I'm more interested in the thing that's going on in the above the convenience store.
Yeah, because
it's like spliced.
Yeah, so they show he's talking, can't quite hear him.
Yeah.
They're playing some sound effects.
Yeah.
They're switching over to the convenience store folks, the meeting.
Yeah, and you're like, these are gross.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just playing, if I remember, it's just playing music. Yeah. And Philip Jeffries is kind of crying and stuff like that.
Right.
And then he's gone.
And we don't see him like disappear.
That was basically confusing.
Yeah. And it was like, why did they get...
you weren't sure what that meant.
Yeah, my main question was like, why David Bowie?
Why not David Bowie? If you can get David Bowie to be in your movie.
Here's the thing. Why that role for David Bowie?
But
I guess he could be the general of the Air Force.
I was going to say something brilliant, and now I can't remember.
Put it back in your head. Where is it? Get it back in there.
Somewhere.
Oh, no.
Oh, I remember. Okay. No, So Dale Cooper. Now we of course have to keep in mind. I hate talking meta stuff like this, but David Lynch is probably just making stuff up as he goes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
but I'm still gonna attach my story to it.
So what we're trying to do is take out. So it'd be like, for all we know, David Bowie comes in, and David Lynch probably just says like, just improvise, like you know what I mean.
David Bowie's like, you know who that is.
Like David Bowie could be saying a bunch of stuff that's not necessarily scripted,
right?
And now we're trying to like, what does this mean? What does all this mean?
What is this little?
But I don't know. It also could be like, no, David Bowie had to rehearse for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
To get all of those lines correctly.
Know how to do it.
Because David Lynch had a very particular speech. So I don't know.
I do love his little fake accent.
But he does say, I like his accent too. He does say it's like, we all live inside a dream.
We all live inside a dream. He sounds like he's giving a speech at a church.
Yeah.
A church speech.
But what's interesting about that is that Dale Cooper has the dream in episode 2 or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he talks about it like it's a dream, but then those dream images and people become real characters in the lodge. Right. So the implication is that your dreams can give you access to the lodge or the waiting room or what,
and
whatever.
That your dreams create the lodge?
Well, I don't know.
I
don't know. Sounds like The Secret. So
if you wish it.
Yeah.
Bad things will
happen.
After
all that, let's watch some more of this.
Nice.
Now we're getting into
Mike is the man.
Laura's.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it's half empty. Where's the other half of the Coke? What are you talking about? Don't play games with me, man. We either gotta have half that Coke or half the money. We owe Leo $5,000.
Relax, Mike.
It's not funny, Sonny. Look, Snake. Have the Coke, all right? Yeah, you better have it. Come. Want to ride? We're all gonna bear our kudos.
She really changed.
We weren't going to school right away.
Donna really changed.
Donna, I'll walk.
The murder really changed her.
That's what I like about you. You're tough to handle.
I think actually.
That's why you need a real man like me.
Yeah, Mike. You're the real man.
That's right. I am the man. Mike is the man. Mike is the man.
Okay, is it just me, or does sometimes Bobby Briggs look like he's wearing a kilt because of the way he wears his black shirts?
And what might that mean?
It's an interesting costuming choice.
Back in the 80s, we did take our sweatshirts.
I know, but like,
especially if you live in Washington and the sun came out, and it's like, oh no, I thought it was going to rain today. It's a miracle. Put your sweatshirt or your jacket
on. But he has his jacket on. That's my real question.
Oh, he's got a jacket.
He's got the jacket, and he's tied his shirt.
Is it his
plaid shirt?
It's a plaid shirt.
Yeah.
Well, you got to wear layers.
And he's like, yeah, I don't need this layer right now. So instead of putting it into my car, I'm going to tie it around my waist as if I am wearing a kilt. Maybe it ties back to like, let me just throw this out there. Maybe it's like a little, what's the blue guy?
Smurf?
No.
The blue guy.
The guy who puts a blue thing, he's like, freedom.
Oh, Braveheart.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's, William Wallace.
Yeah.
I think it's a shout out to William Wallace.
There you go.
And
overanalyzed for you.
All right, here we go. Sharing a cigarette with Sarah Palmer.
Cigarette. Mom, can I ride the car? Sure. What is the hurry? Oh, I forgot my books. Oh, Laura. Laura. You will never be a smoker if you don't start. No. I'm in it.
That's a pretty interesting information piece we got going on. To drop all the food. My goodness. That's an interesting little statement. I kind of like that. I kind of wish they kept that in there.
I like the interactions between her and her mother.
Yeah. We don't really think about those.
When she says it, like, you will never be a smoker if you don't start, the way she delivers the line to me is almost like, hey, you'll never be a smoker if you don't start. Like, you better start smoking or you'll never be a smoker. But
do you think it's that way? I thought that it was like
I think it's meant to be like if you don't start, you won't become a smoker. Yeah.
But is it true because she never thinks about her daughter being molested by her husband. So she never even starts like helping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like by not doing something, she also has condemned her daughter to this situation. That's probably way too much.
You get a lot out of that scene.
I like that scene.
That's a good scene. Good scene. I'm trying to unfortunately, because these are missing pieces, I don't know what was happening right before that scene.
It feels like it was like right before she goes gets the painting. That's what I felt like. Because she takes the car there. School books.
Except school books.
She forgot her school books, so.
You lied to me. About those school books. Laura, I found them upstairs on your bed. What were you doing in my room?
She might have gone to see Harold.
I was looking for my blue sweater you borrowed, which I found balled up on the bottom of your closet. Now, why did you lie to me? And where the hell were you, Laura?
I had to see Bobby. I know you don't like Bobby, but there was a problem, and I just didn't think that you would understand.
Maybe it's when she goes to kill that guy.
Oh.
Maybe.
In the woods. Oh, did you see the sparks?
You don't have to lie to me. Ever.
From the cigarette?
You can tell me anything. I will understand.
Sorry, Mom.
Okay.
Those are pretty flowers.
Go on, hurry up. Dinner's about ready. Your father says he's starving.
Interesting. Right. So that's interesting to me. I need to sneeze, but no, like I don't. You know.
I can edit out if you need to sneeze.
Well, no, I'm just like trying to catch my bearing before I like sneeze mid-sentence.
Yeah. So, do you think that this is right after she and Bobby have?
Is it right after she kills
the drug deal? She doesn't kill him. Bobby does. Yeah. And by the way, I think Bobby.
I think it's
Bobby acted in self-defense.
Yeah. No.
During a terrible crime.
Decision.
Terrible crime going on, so he'd still go to jail.
Yeah.
But you know, all things considered, Bobby did that so that he could survive.
Yeah. And he protected Laura. So here's the thing. I think this is right before dinner when the dad's like, "There's something under your fingernails."
But anyway, I like seeing the extra interactions.
Yes.
And there's going to be one. I think this one that comes up. It's kind of a nice moment among the family. Because most of the other scenes that we see with father and daughter are just sinister.
Yeah. Scary. Oh, he stopped.
Watch this.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Laura. Where's my axe? I'm hungry.
Dad. There it is. Oh, he's got an axe.
Higley or Montedam, jag heter Leland Palmer.
What?
The Norwegians are coming next week. And I'd like you both to learn something that I just learned in Norwegian. I'd like you both to learn to say, "Hello, how are you? My name is Leland Palmer."
But my name isn't Leland Palmer. Neither is mine. Can't we talk about something serious for a change?
This is serious, my dear. Mr. Benjamin Horn is expecting a delegation of Norwegians in town next week. And I'd like you both to be able to introduce yourself. Now, Sarah, you first. Ready? Higley or Montedam?
What? Higley.
Or Montedam.
Or Montedam.
Yeah, Heather.
Yeah, Heather.
Sarah.
Sarah Palmer.
Okay, honey, now. That's very good. We'll practice some more. You try it, okay? Higley or Montedam?
Higley or Montedam.
Yeah, Heather.
Jag heter Laura Palmer.
All together now. Hold hands. A little bow, a little formal bow.
Circle.
Higley or Montedam, jag heter Leland Palmer.
I'm sorry.
Higley or Montedam. 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 That's my girls. That's my girls. Oh my!
Oh, that's creepy.
Wow.
But I actually really like that. There are some nice parts to Leland, not Bob. The non-Bob Leland, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, so it's nice seeing that.
It's nice
sort of
to
like,
see, like, okay, at least they were a little bit happy.
Well, we get to have a glimpse that there were these aspects of happiness.
Yeah.
And
moments.
Yeah, and that's also part of the. If this is weird, but if Leland was just like 100% evil jerk.
Yeah. We wouldn't want this.
Well, then
it would be crazy.
Then Laura would be not surprised by the horrible revelation that takes place in the movie.
Yeah.
and have this adversary, even though it's your father.
Yeah.
It's like, my father's evil. I hate him. He's my adversary. You know, like I'm trying to get away from him.
I gotta get away. It's more understandable as like.
Whereas this is a person who sometimes is acting in a loving way. That's why I do like the scene in Fire Walk with Me, where he comes in crying and says, "I love you."
I love you.
And so.
And then it comes in the window.
Yeah, and so it makes it even more of a betrayal.
Yeah.
In a weird way, right?
Yeah, it does, and it's definitely like something very hard to deal with, especially on the street.
And it also makes you want to it makes me want to interpret it as, oh well, there's this supernatural being that's possessed him, and Leland's actually an okay guy. Whereas the other way to interpret it is like, no, Leland has a stake in this. So that there's a responsibility that Leland has.
Yeah.
Laura's party.
Mr. C.
Large Mark.
That'd be so
And
cool.
when they pulled him for the records, he looked like this.
You shift that one. This one's mine.
Oh, gross. Oh, gross. That's what I'm glad they took out.
It's yucky.
I don't wanna unpack that.
Let's just move on. Oh, now here's a fun little thing.
Oh, a little wood. Oh yes.
Because Pete wasn't in Fire Walk.
No, it's just in the scene.
But here's the scene for him.
And Josie.
This is not the 2x4 I ordered.
With a different haircut.
Is that the banker that blows up?
Small.
I think it is.
I want a 2x4.
I don't understand how this could have happened.
It's all very simple. You see, Mr. Mibbler, the wood comes in over here and it goes out over there. Now, when it's over here, it's exactly 2x4. But when it comes out over there, it's exactly 1 9/16 by 3 9/16. It's that way all over our land.
You admitted that.
You admit it then.
You know, 2x4 hasn't been a 2x4 since the invention of the plane cutting a planer.
He's so right.
I've already alerted
if it was
in Portland.
He needs to go see the Amish.
2x4, it wouldn't fit anything. You couldn't build a decent doghouse with it. Now, wood cutting has to be uniform, accurate.
I wanted 2x4.
He must be Canadian.
Mr. Mibbler, look. Down at your bank, is a dollar still worth what it used to be?
Ooh. Oh, get him.
Oh.
Get him on the federal things. Gold standard.
I see what you mean.
Understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, so sorry.
You shouldn't call them 2x4s. That's all.
What a great scene.
That's great. I love that. And what a great way to explain it. I would say, like, anyone who's like questioning, like, you're trying to build something, you're like, why did they make it this way? That explains it. That explains it. If you want an actual 2x4, find your nearest Amish community, and they actually still make 2x4s because they do it the old-fashioned way.
Wow.